the biblical foundations to jump into relationships that are God-honoring. Porque cuando hablamos de una relación que sea bíblica, this is what I'm trying to say with bíblica, which, by the way, this is the undercurrent message de todo lo que hemos dicho. Esto es lo que está por debajo de. This is the bottom line. If you follow Peter's directions and directives, lo que ha enseñado Pedro, here's the bottom line. ¿Saben lo que es un cosigner? En español se diría aval. Aval es cuando no tienes buen crédito y alguien tiene que firmar por ti. Vas a sacar un carro, but your credit is questionable, so the bank is going to say, man, I don't think I can give you that vehicle. Pero si firma tu papá o firma tu tío, ¿verdad? Es un cosigner. Okay, now listen to me. El bottom line es esto. Ya hemos dicho esto. Peter is basically saying, things can potentially change for the best. And we pray for that. But there's no guarantees. But regardless of what happens, if you follow my instruction, God is your cosigner. What's the point? Here's the point. Lo que quieres hacer en esta vida, and I'm connecting this to the question, okay? Lo que quieres hacer en esta vida, this is what you want to do ultimately in life. I don't care where you are, what you do, how old you are, whatever you face, whatever you are in life. You want to make sure that God becomes, or God makes himself accountable of the consequences of your choices. Que Dios diga, I got you. No matter what happens, you go ahead and take that step of faith. You go ahead and make the decision, and I got you. Lo opuesto a que Dios se haga responsable de las consecuencias sería ¿qué? What's the opposite? You are on your own. Go ahead and knock yourself out. And you let me know how that works out for you. Just let me know. Does that make sense? That's why we place ourselves under the teaching of the Bible. O sea, nos posicionamos debajo de la palabra de Dios porque la palabra de Dios no solamente me instruye, pero me dice, hey, you go ahead and do what is unpopular. You go ahead and do what you know you're supposed to do, even though you don't want to do it. But you do it, you forgive, you love, you restore, whatever, comprométete, porque al final lo que suceda, whatever the consequences are, he's got it. Eso es lo que quiere hacer. So la pregunta es cómo tomar decisiones en relaciones donde Dios diga, I got you, go ahead, do it, let's go. Porque lo que no quiere hacer es entrar en una relación en la cual Dios diga, I got nothing to do with that. ¿Me explico? No puedo yo hacerme responsable por esta relación. You don't want that. ¿Me explico? Y no porque la persona sea mala o, whatever. But again, it's just priorities. So, how do you answer that question, guys? A ver, háblenme. ¿Qué serían algunos de los principios que tú dirías, if I do X, Y, and Z, God makes himself responsible for the consequences? ¿Los dos? Pues sí, porque la Biblia habla de no unirse en yugo desigual. Unequally yoked sería la palabra. So you want to make sure that you marry somebody with the same, or date somebody with the same worldview, perspective. Y ya lo quité, pero worldview es lo que decía al final. Now, in the day of glory, eternity, the day of eternity. O sea, tienes la perspectiva donde no toma. Por eso hablé al principio de capstone and cornerstone. ¿Recuerdan eso? La mentalidad sin Cristo dice, las relaciones interpersonales, el noviazgo y el matrimonio es capstone. So you just got to take advantage of it as much as you can. So entras a la relación viendo qué te puede beneficiar a ti. Cuando ves el matrimonio, la relación como cornerstone, entras a la relación no por lo que puedas obtener, es lo que puedes dar. So it's not about gaining, it's about giving. Now, who's the model for that? Who did that 2,000 years ago? Who did that? Jesus. Jesus came not to take, he came to give. Does that make sense? Now, otra vez, you may say, but that's Jesus, dude. I'm not Jesus. I understand that. And obviously, I'm not dating Jesus. I understand that. Pero por eso es que tenemos que tener cuidado, ¿no? Tenemos que tener compatibility. Tiene que haber compatibilidad, como las computers. Si tienes una Mac y tienes una PC, va a haber programas que no van a ser compatibles. You want to make sure that you're dating within compatibility in worldviews. Now, listen to this very closely, please. Lo que voy a decir es importante. Porque la pregunta es, ¿cómo saber eso? Here's my understanding. Y esto se los dije ayer, lo mencioné. ¿Vieron algunos personal pronouns through the letter? You, the you. Y yo les dije que era un you, y'all. Que en español sería de tú, ¿a qué cosa? a ustedes. Here's my thing. Here's my idea. Nobody, I don't care who you are, I don't care how old you are, where you've been or what you've done. No hay una sola persona que tenga esto figurado solo. So when it comes to dating, and not just dating, but any relationship, look for the counsel of others. Don't do this in isolation because everybody has blind spots and you are not that good. ¿Me explico? You are not that good. I'm not that good. I need the counsel. Por eso la iglesia es fundamental. Porque la iglesia es el lugar donde hay compatibilidad en worldview, so we see life through the same lenses, and we can talk. Now, otra vez, no pongan esto en Facebook. No estoy diciendo que le pregunten a todo el mundo, ¿verdad? Y haces un poll y a ver qué piensas de este loser. No, you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to do. You want to do this with the purpose of edifying and seeking the. So, necesitas tener gente a tu alrededor que sean personas que amen a Cristo y que tienen un track record of integrity. A track record of biblical knowledge. Does that make sense? O sea, depende mucho. So you attract not just what you know, but who you are. You need to become one so you can attract one. ¿Estamos conscientes de ello? Entonces, comprométete con Dios. Busca la mentalidad de Cristo para que el Señor pueda llevar a cabo ese proceso donde puedas atraer personas que tengan...